Okay, so today we will go to a zoo. Okay, this is a virtual zoo tour. So we will go to one zoo and we have arranged this virtual zoo tour in the first day of our Independence Week celebration. Right? So right now, all the students of Standard 1 and Standard 2, you are going to experience and you are going to experience, you are going to have some fun to see the animals that we generally see in pictures. In your books you have seen the pictures of those animals. Now you will see them live, moving on the ground or eating something, so you will see them. Okay, but before entering a zoo we must follow some rules and regulations. Okay, we should always follow them. What are the rules and regulations that we should follow in a zoo? The first rule is do not enter the animals enclosure. We should always keep a safe distance from the animals. We should not go too close or too near to the animals because they may be aggressive, they may harm you, or even they may get harmed due to some activity of yours. So it is always safe to stay at a distance. Now, do not feed animals. Most of us, we like to have some foods or anything like that, any kinds of fruits, and we love to give it to the animals. But that food that we are thinking that we should give to the animals may be not good for them. So we should not feed the animals. Do not tease the animals. We should not make any kind of sounds, or we should not show them any kind of movements, body movements or like that. We should not tease them. We should not litter. We should not play any kind of music because it will disturb those animals. Do not carry any sharp objects. Do not disturb the animals and the environment. Do not eat anything inside. Try to avoid using too shiny dresses and objects, okay, that the animals may get distracted by them. Do not violate the rules and respect the animals and also the workers in the zoo. Always remember, each and every animal in this planet, they deserve our respect. We should respect each and every animal, whether it is a bird or it is a giraffe or lion or zebra. It doesn't matter, whatever the animal is, we should always respect them. We should never tease them or we should never disturb them. Okay? Now let's see where we are going. We are here. This is the main city, Kolkata, you all know. So this is the map of India, and we are here to the eastern part of India. And now we will directly go to the southern part of India, and we will go to Chennai. So where we are going today? We are going today to Chennai. Okay, so we are going to southern part of India or South India. So from Kolkata, we are going to Chennai. So let's go. I hope you all are ready. Today we are going to the Vandalur Zoo, Arignar Anna Zoological Park, which is present at Vandalur, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Okay, so this is a place situated in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. The name is Vandalur. The zoo is also known as Vandalur Zoo, and it is Arignar Anna Zoological Park. Now, this is the entrance of that zoological park. This is the main gate through which you will have to enter the park. Okay, you can see through this gate, you will have to enter that zoological park. After entering the park, you will see a board like this that will tell you about the entry fees, and that will also tell you the facilities that the zoological park authority they offer to us. They for adult and children, different fees are there, and at the same time there are some zoo round vehicles. If anyone is there who can't walk more, they can take these vehicles. They also have battery operated vehicles, and one lion and deer safari vehicle is also there. So lion and deer safari section is completely different, and they offer vehicles for that also. Now what you can see here, this is the map of inside part of that zoological park. So the inside map of the zoological park, if you ever go to that zoological park, you should always carry this map with you to find out very easily and within less time that which animal is situated where, in which place. Okay, to find out very fast, you should take this map with you. So before starting or before going to the place of the animals, let me tell you something about this zoological park. Okay, this Arignaranna Zoological Park spreads over an area of 602 hectares of reserve forest at Vandalur, Chennai. This zoological park is one of the largest zoos in Southeast Asia. So you can definitely understand that how large it is. This is the largest zoo, one of the largest zoos in Southeast Asia. And in this park, you can see a variety of animals, including mammals, birds, reptiles, and lots of animals, more than 2,300 wild animals and 170 species of birds are present here. And this zoological park is an institutional member of World Association of Zoos and Aquarium also. So this is a very famous and very large zoological park present in South India, Chennai. So now what is this? Which animal is this? You all can identify this animal. This is the picture of a rhinoceros. So let's see what is the rhinoceros doing inside that zoological park, inside Arignaranna Zoological Park. What is it doing right now? So we will see that. What is it doing right now? Let's see if we can find the rhino. Not always we see the animals, but sometimes we can see them. Sometimes they take rest in their own places, and sometimes they come out of their places. So when they will come out, we will be able to see them. Okay, so let's see what is the rhino doing now. Can you all see the rhinoceros? Yes, we can see it. Students, look here. I've spotted the rhino. Can you see the rhinoceros? Here it is. So let's see what is the rhinoceros doing now. Some rhinoceroses also have one horn in front of their face. They are called single-horned rhinoceros, and they are spatially found in, you can see it's walking and it's moving from one place to another. So the single-horned rhinoceroses, we can find them in the eastern part of India, especially in Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. In that part, not in Arunachal Pradesh exactly, in the lower side of Arunachal Pradesh and in Kaziranga of Assam, we can see the single-horned rhinoceros. So you have seen the rhinoceros here. What is it doing? Though 3 or 4 rhinoceros are present here, but right now we are able to see only one rhinoceros. Now let's see what is the next animal in our list. Next is crocodile. So what is this? This is crocodile. You can see in this picture how sharp their teeth are. You can see it's exactly like canines. So why do they have these sharp teeth? They have this sharp teeth to tear the flesh of the animals. So they are carnivorous, right? They eat the other animals to tear the flesh properly. This is why they have these long and sharp teeth. And their jaw is also very powerful. Let's see what are the crocodile doing inside the zoological park or inside the zoo right now. What are they doing now? Let's see that. So you all know that crocodiles are amphibians, right? Why they are called amphibians? Because crocodiles can live both on land or in water. So they live both in water and on land. But crocodiles lay egg only on lands. They never lay egg in water. So crocodiles lay egg and their babies hatch out from their eggs, but they always lay eggs on the land. They never lay their eggs in the water. They have very powerful jaw and their teeth are very long and sharp because they need to tear the flesh of other animals. So let's see what is the crocodile doing right now. Can you see the crocodiles? So many crocodiles are there. Which one I will spot for you? See how many, count it. Everyone count how many crocodiles are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total 9 crocodiles I can see right now. So you can see, students, that some crocodiles, you can see this one moving. See, this one is moving. Maybe this one wants to come out of the water. So you can see that some crocodiles are in the water and some are on the land. So this is why we always say that crocodiles are amphibians. They can live both in water and on the land, but they will always lay their eggs on land. And you can see they generally they don't move all the time. Okay, they want to stay calmly on one particular place. They don't move all the time. Okay, so you can see, so lots of crocodiles are there, and you can see what are they doing right now. Right now in the zoo, they are what they are doing. Okay, now let's see what is the next animal. So now you have seen crocodiles. The next animal is Indian goat. Okay. Let's see what is this animal doing in the zoo right now. Indian goat. So let's see what is it doing. You can see so many Indian goats here. Can you see there, students? So many Indian goats are here. So how many of them you can find? Count it with me. Count it with me. How many of them you can find? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here also 3 cubs you can see. 7, 8, and 9. More than 10, I think. So see what they are doing? They have came here for eating something. You can see these places. In these places, in these pots actually, in those pots that you have seen, in those pots, the food is served to them. Food is given to them and they eat. So right now, they have came there, they have gathered here to eat something. You can see here. So Indian goat is found in Western Ghat Hills, forests of central part of India also. You can see the Indian goat, so many of these animals you can see here. What do they eat? They eat wheat bran, soaked Bengal gram, salt, grass, and leaves. That means, students, Indian goats are herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals means they eat only plants. They never kill other animals. They never eat the flesh of other animals. They eat only plants or foods, the source of which is plant. Okay, so they are herbivorous animals. Okay, now let's see what is the example in our list. Let's see that. Hippopotamus. So you can see the image, the picture of the hippopotamus here. So let's see what is the hippopotamus doing in the zoo now. Not always we are able to see or find the hippopotamus there because they always want to stay under the water. Okay, so this is why we are not always we can spot them, but sometimes they come out of water and at that time we can see them. So now let's see what are they doing. See, as I have told you that hippopotamus, they always want to stay under the water. So they very rarely they come out, only in search of food they come out of water. So not always it is possible to find out the hippo. Actually inside this water, this is why the camera is focused here. Under the water, the hippopotamus is there, but we cannot see them. Sometimes they will come out of water and then again they will go inside the water. So the hippopotamus is resting under the water. So let's not disturb them. Okay, just tell them bye and let's proceed to the next animal. And what is this? Can you identify this animal? This is a chimpanzee. So let's see if we can see the chimpanzee or not. What is this chimpanzee doing inside the zoo right now? Let's see that. In the meantime, let me tell you something about the chimpanzees so that you would like to know about them. They are found throughout the African forest belt, and these are called apes. That means they are more like humans. You will see they look like humans, and the food that they eat, that is also like humans. Okay, let's search for the chimpanzee. Can anyone see any chimpanzee here? Look everywhere, at every corner of this jungle, of this zoo. Look everywhere. Can you see the chimpanzee? Here, no, there is no chimpanzee present in this place. Now, what do the chimpanzees eat? Okay, the chimpanzees generally eat rice, bread, orange, mango, guava. That means most of the fruits. They are given fruits, and not only the fruits, sometimes in alternative days, they are also given boiled egg and milks also. So you can see that their diet is quite like us. They eat lots of green vegetables, rice, and fruits. And in alternative days, they are given boiled egg and milk. So they are not totally carnivorous and they are not totally herbivorous also. So we can tell that chimpanzees are omnivorous like us. So we cannot find the chimpanzee here. The chimpanzee is resting somewhere else. Let's see if the chimpanzee is here. No, the chimpanzee is taking rest somewhere. Okay, so let's see which one is the next animal? Lion. Right now in India, lions are restricted to the Gir forest in Gujarat. So lions are also, we also call them the king of the jungle, right? We also call the lions the king of the jungle. Let's find it out. Let's see. Can you see the lion? Let's see where is the lion. And what do they eat? They eat beef, liver, chicken. That means lions are they eat fully other animals, the meat and flesh of other animals. They are carnivorous animals. This is why lions also have very sharp and long teeth. You all know that lions have hairs around their head and also at the tip of their or at the end of their tail also. So this is the place where the lions stay inside the zoo, inside this Arignar Anna Zoo, zoological park. Can anyone see the lion here? Okay, then let's see whether we can see the tiger or not. So let's find the tiger right now. Leopard. Okay, let's see. The leopard is present. Where is the leopard? Or what is the leopard doing inside the zoo right now? Leopards are found in Africa and south of Sahara and South Asia also. In North Africa and Arabia also leopards can be found. Leopards inhabit, that means they live in forests, grasslands, and even in the deserts also we can find some leopards. Leopards are usually, they are carnivorous animals. That means they also eat the flesh of other animals. Can anyone see the leopard? Can you see the leopard? See, here it is. Okay, don't draw anything. Students, on the screen, you don't draw anything. I will spot the animal for you so that you can see it. Can you see the leopard here? And here is another one. So one is here. Can you see them? Let's see what are they doing. They are taking rest because outside it's very hot today. It's a summer day, so they are taking rest. You can see the leopard here. So what do they eat? The leopards also eat beef, liver of other animals. Liver is given to them in zoological parks in alternative days, and chicken is given in this zoological park to the leopard twice in a week. Okay, and leopard is also given milk, so they also drink milk. So milk is also given to them. So though they are carnivorous animals, but milk is also given to them. Okay. Now let's see, animal is there. Next, what is the next animal? White tiger. Okay, let's see what is the white tiger doing inside the zoo. What is that white tiger doing right now? And before that, let me tell you something about the white tiger. Okay. So white tiger is also like the Bengal tiger. They are also carnivorous animals. So let's see now what are they doing. Can anyone see any white tiger? Then you spot it. So this is the den. This is the place where they live, where they take rest. Let's see if you can see any white tiger here. White tiger is a recessive mutant of Royal Bengal tigers. It is the world's first and also India's first ever white tiger's name is Mohan. So Mohan is the name of, can you see the tiger here? They are taking rest. See here, look here students, and here also another one tiger is there. They are taking rest. Can you see another tiger here? Don't draw anything. Don't draw anything on the board. You just look at the tiger here. The tiger is taking rest under the shade. You can see. So the world's first white tiger, the name of the world's first white tiger is Mohan. Okay, and that was also India's first ever white tiger. And white tiger is a recessive mutant of Royal Bengal tiger, as I have told you before. And it has a white color due to the absence of orange pigment and due to a genetic defect or mutation that produces the tiger's white coat. So this is also just like the Royal Bengal tiger, but due to a genetic defect, it lacks the orange pigment, and this is why it became white. So you have seen 3 white tigers here, but all of them are resting under the shade as it is very hot outside. Now see what is the next animal in our list, the Royal Bengal tiger. Is the Royal Bengal tiger also taking rest? Let's see. See, the Royal Bengal tiger is found in India, in China, in Indonesia, and in Siberia also. The Bengal tiger. Okay, here can you see anything? See, this tiger is also taking rest. Can you see any more tiger here? Everyone look here. Look at every corner of this zoo. Can you see any tiger? So Royal Bengal tigers are actually found in India, in China, in Indonesia, and in Siberia also. Okay, and the tigers can travel. You see the tiger? Can you see the tiger here, students? Look here. So it is under the water and how it is taking rest, you see? So it is sitting there. It's half of the body is under the water and half of the body is above the water level. So how it is taking rest, and it's very sleepy right now. You can see the white tigers, as I have told you, that white tigers are also just like Bengal or Royal Bengal tigers. The only thing is, only due to some genetic defect, they don't have that orange pigment on their body, and they have these white colored coats, uh, on their body. So, but otherwise, they are exactly like Bengal tigers. You can see one tiger is resting, taking rest here. They also eat the beef, liver, chicken twice weekly, and they also drink milk. Sometimes they are also given milk. Okay, zoological. Now let's see what is the next animal here in our list. So you have seen Bengal tiger, you have seen white tiger. Now we will see the bear, the Himalayan black bear. So why they are called Himalayan black bear? Because they are found in the wild, in the deep forest or wild of the Himalayan region. Okay, in the wild areas or forests of the Himalayan region. They are sometimes also they are called the sloth bears because they move very slowly. But when they are in search of their foods, they become very aggressive. So this is the place where the bear lives. And let's see if we can find any bear. Can you see the bear here? It's very, very far away. The bear is very far away. Can you see it's moving from one place to another? Is the bear coming towards us? Let's see if the bear comes towards us. So here is the bear. It is also taking rest under the shades of these trees. This is why these big trees are planted here so that the animals can get the shade during the hot summer days. Okay. So what do? They are normally, these bears are normally not very much aggressive, but they can be very dangerous if aroused. They feed on grass, insects, fruits, and sheep, goat, and deer also. Sometimes they also eat or they feed on sheep, goat, and deer. They are highly skilled in fishing, and in the shallow waters they are very skilled at fishing, and they can catch the fishes and eat them. So they are also not totally herbivorous and not carnivorous also. They eat both the plants and animals, so they are also omnivores. Now the bear is gone from its place. It's moving around, it's wandering all along this place. So it will not come towards us, it's wandering here. So if I spot it, it is actually here. Okay, so it's not coming towards us, so we will not disturb them. Okay, we will obey the rules and regulations. We will not disturb them, we will not call them. that come in front of me, come towards me, and we will not make any sound to show them that I am here. Now the next one is king cobra. Let's see if we can see the king cobra or not. What is the king cobra doing? Can anyone see the king cobra? See, here is one and here is another one. Though this one, the second one, we cannot see the full snake, but you can see that the snakes are taking rest here. And these are the places made for them for taking rest. But they are now, students don't draw anything on the screen. Okay. So you can see two king cobras here. They are taking rest outside. They also don't move a lot, but when the food is given to them, then they just run after the food. That is the rats. What is the food that is given to them? Rats. Okay, live rats. So when they run, the rats run, the king cobra also runs after them and they finally kill them. But snakes do not eat or chew their food. They swallow the whole food. So when they will catch the rat, they will swallow the whole rat at once. They will never chew it and then swallow like us. So they will swallow the whole food, the whole rat. And king cobra is one species of snakes that can eat other snakes also. So king cobra is the only snake that can kill and that can eat and swallow other snakes also. Okay, so we have seen two king cobras here. Okay. So let's see if we can see any other animal. Okay, do you want to see an elephant? Let's see if we can see the elephant or not. So these are the animals we have already seen. Let's see what is the elephant doing inside the zoo right now. Can anyone see the elephant here? I can see only a part of the elephant's body. See? I cannot see the front part of the elephant's body. So you all know that elephants, what do they eat? Do you know that? Elephants are also herbivorous animals. They like to eat all the grasses and fruits and vegetables also. Whatever you will give them, they are herbivorous. They will eat all of them. They are very powerful animals. And with the long trunk they have, they just grab the foods and then they put it inside their mouth, and their jaws are very, very powerful. They have long ears also, you must have seen, and their memory is very sharp. The memory of elephant, that is very sharp. They are very sensitive and emotional animals, but at the same time, they are very strong also. So this is why we should not go near them. We should keep safe distance from them. So the elephant is not coming towards us. It is going away from us. We are still waiting to see the elephant. So let's wait for 1 more minute. Let's see if the elephant comes towards us, and then we will move to the next animal. Okay, so the elephant, here it is. Can you see now, students? Can you see the elephant now? So finally, we could see the elephant today. See, what is it doing? It is running there, maybe in search of food or in search of shade, right? So here is the elephant, and you can see right now, what is this elephant doing inside this Vandalur Zoo? They are so powerful then that they can uproot a big tree only with a single or twice. If they push the tree, it can be uprooted. They are very, very powerful. You can see the elephant. It's not a big elephant. It's not a mature one. It's a young elephant. I can see. Okay. So let's see how many animals we have seen today. How many animals we have seen? We have seen the elephant. We have seen 2 king cobras. We could not find the bear. Yes, we have seen 2 bears, but they didn't come towards us. They were far away. They were moving. We could see that. We have seen the Bengal tiger resting under the shade. We have seen the white tiger and in a beautiful position. It